Dear friends from Biafra, I want to thank you all for following me so much, and I want to talk about Nigeria, so-called ex-Nigeria. Please use this term, ex-Nigeria.
Is Biafra going to emerge as a nation? A quiet war in Washington and a stunning turn of events. What many dismissed as noise has hardened into something far more unsettling for Abuja, a lobbying battlefield in Washington, D.C., where silence no longer favors the Nigerian state. For months now, quietly, methodically, and without the theatrics of press conferences, representatives aligned with the Biafra struggle have been working the corridors of power, not on social media, not through slogans, but through policy briefs, congressional offices, human rights reports, and diplomatic language the West understands all too well. Now the shock, the balance appears to be tilting. Insiders confirm that Nigeria's long-standing narrative, internal security matter, nothing to see here, is cracking under sustained scrutiny. The questions coming out of Capitol Hill are no longer polite. They are pointed, they are documented, and they are uncomfortable. This is where the story takes its sharpest turn. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, long ridiculed by critics as symbolic or ineffective, is reportedly gaining traction where it matters most. Credibility, not because of noise, but because of consistency, not because of emotion, but because of evidence, detentions without trial, selective justice, militarization of civil dissent, and contradictions Nigeria can no longer explain away. Those who once mocked the effort, the doubting, are suddenly quiet, not convinced perhaps, but no longer dismissive. Silence in politics often signals shock. And Abuja? Abuja is reacting, not leading. Emergency counter-lobbying, hastily arranged diplomatic reassurances, old talking points recycled for a new audience that has clearly moved on. Washington has seen this script before, and it rarely ends well for governments that underestimate sustained advocacy. This is not victory, not yet, but it is momentum, and momentum, once gained in international politics, is brutally difficult to reverse. One thing is now undeniable. What was once laughed off as impossible has entered the realm of the dangerously plausible. Whether anyone admits it or not, the Biafra struggle is now a clarion call for concerns. Nigerian government must appease all stakeholders for a peaceful family reunion and coexistence. I am Kwame Achimfor. This is View Africa 24.
You know they hide them. Nigerian government hide them. That bomb they threw there is a very powerful bomb. It's not a bomb. Who did they use it for? Against? They used it against some people. Who are those people? How many did they kill? What did they see? My brother, time is coming, and they are still watching you. But what I'm saying is, whatever they are sowing in here, my brother, they will reap it. That's why I tell you, bloodshed will come here. Watch. You say I told you. I told you that time. The thing is increasing. Watch. Don't clap. Say all is well. No. Because God is fire. Whatever you sow, you will reap. Anything you sow, God can never leave one thing you sow. God know the drama. Go and read Bible very well. Anything you do, God will give you the same thing you do. Now so God be. God is unjust. Oh yeah, do you know why I can say God is a just God? Okay, you go school. You go school, Abi. You know why they say God is just? You know what? When they say somebody is just, God, you know they do like this. That's the meaning of just. God know they change. You know they lie. So when you lie, they will lie against you. That's how God is. If you kill people, they will kill your own people. That's why they say God is just. God is a righteous. You know what you mean righteousness? God know they pay you. What he said nation will be against. That thing where you do the other tribes, God will do them. They will do it to you. That's how that thing is. It's not that when you come, you're going to cheat other tribe. Time shall come, your own village, then go pursue you. You go that tribe village. And then you go they seek refuge. Then those people go come do you the same thing. That's why Egypt, you know Egypt before, but now Egypt no feel look Israel talk. Israel can wipe them out within a second. This America, there was a time they humiliated America. Britain and others. Now, you don't say Britain and America now, cat and dog. Cat and dog. Britain now, you know what Netanyahu talked yesterday? Trump talked yesterday. He said all Jews in Britain, they should leave and come to America. He will give them refuge. He will welcome them. That Britain is no more safe for Israelites. That's how I tell them. You know, Arabs, Islam don't they take over Britain. That's why they keep on supporting these Islamic guys in Nigeria to wipe out Christians. You know, now Britain, they're in charge of this thing. And now they voted against Jerusalem, Israel. That's why America and the
United Nations.
Yes, sir. They say they have cut off ties with it. They know they give Israel again arms, Britain. Because of Arabs. Because Arabs don't take over Britain. So now, America say, I will show you. That Greenland, you know, see the Greenland. You say any European nation where Germany don't distance themselves from it. Many other nations will join America. Watch. Britain will remain with those guys. Watch. That's why there is a very huge speculation, and my brother, likely they might divide Nigeria against the interests of Britain. That's why Netanyahu and Trump, they are working together to divide here. Now, because of Britain, you know, Britain makes their almost 70% of their wealth now from here. That's why they allow foolish people to rule Nigeria, so that they can do anything they like. And that's why they like Islam to reign here, because they know the meaning. You know, say Britain, they're very intelligent. They know, you know, say Muslims are not like Christianity. You know, understand. You know, say like these clothes we wear, rubber, every technology, everything now, Christianity bring them. Gun, sheep, school, church, anything now Christianity bring them. You know, now Christians invented them. So now they know. That's why they are supporting Islam on like wear hijab. No, they know they manufacture anything. And that's why Britain won't use them. But Britain no say they will conquer them. Immediately those will come and they will conquer Britain and take over their government. And when they take over their government, they don't touch nuclear bomb and they can use it.
But Britain is not saying anything about Nigeria for some time now.
You know before. Okay, you see, not last year he went to Imo State, where he said everywhere is safe.
Boris Johnson.
Yes. You know why he went there? Because when Trump said there's much of insecurity, he said no, everywhere is safe. They said he's supporting Islam. He's supporting these people to remain like this, Nigeria to remain like this. So, my brother, Nigeria matter is deep. And watch, I told you I can never say anything unless I read the Bible. From Bible, you know what is to come. The activity, okay, see rain. You know, see how rain is falling in January. You know, say some Mugu don't know the meaning of this thing. They think say a normal thing. Some Mugu know that they say a blessing now. Now blessing. There's season for everything. Now there's supposed to be heat now. Dust supposed to be everywhere. Dry. See, grass supposed dry. You don't know. But grass no dry. There wouldn't be food next year. This year when we enter. You know, Hamatan no come. You know, some people don't understand the meaning. Because they have been pursuing rain for how many years now? So, the weather will change. So, when weather changes, it will affect humanity. It will affect us. It will not help us. How are you? This is January. There's not supposed to be rain now. There's supposed to be dust. And the grass, bush, supposed to be dry. But now, bush no be like that. It's greenish. The weather is changing against us, so people don't know. It's not good thing. It's not good thing. Some people are clapping. So, my brother, let us calm down and watch how we will end. Everything that has beginning has end. That is the only report I have.
Lastly, Madam Namdekano appeal process. Do you see any headway on Madam Namdekano?
Do you see that thing on your news? You don't see anything whether appeal or not. Namdekano will never be released unless they bring war. If Trump, Netanyahu give order now, release him, they will release him. Without that, they are not going to release Namdekano. You know what the Yorubas did? The Hausa didn't do it. The Yorubas said, do it once and for all, nothing they happen. But now, they saw reaction. The thing is gearing towards something. You know the meaning of that thing they said is an Igbo boy in our nature. You know the meaning of that thing? In case of Wahala, they should face Igbo. Not Tinubu. It's not Tinubu that bombed them in the north. You know how many people they kill? You know the kind of underground things they bombed that day. It is saying the Tomahawk missile is the latest missile of US. That is the missile Trump say he will not give to Ukraine, so that they will not use it against Russia. That Tomahawk missile, if you fire it here now, say make it go to America. If you tell the missile to land in Washington, the White House, it will go there. It doesn't go inch off the target. It goes there, and nothing can hold it.
Precision.
Yes. So they placed 16 of it. 1.1. Oh yeah, go and Google. The missiles of US, they are not up to a million. Now 300 and something thousand, 500 and something thousand. The missile, what the amount they use in making them. But this one is 1.something million dollars. They used the 16 of it in Nigeria, telling you that what they saw in Nigeria is big. It's not small something. For America to release such things, what they see here is huge. You know, some people don't, if you see Nigeria now, nobody's analyzing it. Nobody's talking about that thing they did. Nobody's talking about why did they go there? Why did they use this kind of missile here? What did they see? Oh yeah, what is the effect? How many people did they kill? How many terrorists are they analyzing? They kept quiet. Tinubu ran away, stayed there, lobby, coming back in anger. He said, "Na Igbo trader." You know what that thing means? Igbo guy that is selling screwdriver. You know, say it's a letdown on the government of America. He's the one that made America become. Don't you see what Gumi replied him to? Gumi replied them now. I was surprised what he said. He said, how can you say screwdriver seller made America come and bomb? No, it's a joke. To tell you the kind of how Yorubas are. It's Tinubu that championed that matter. Say New York Times. So New York Times say it's a screwdriver seller. NGO that he has an NGO that is nonsense. My brother, the matter I get as if I won't go to know what you not deserve. That's the meaning. You know, they don't know. If you come here now, they destroy Igbo property, then they do ya on your watch. The same thing will be done to them. That's how God is. That's why God said in Revelation, end time, to know what you not deserve. That's the meaning. You know, they don't know. If you come here now, they destroy Igbo property, then they do ya on your watch. The same thing will be done to them. That's how God is. That's why God said in Revelation, end time.
In a move that could reshape Africa's most populous nation, a coalition of U.S. lawmakers and religious advocates is preparing to brief President Donald Trump on explosive policy options for Nigeria, including the possible idea of dividing the country to create a safe zone for its beleaguered Christian population. Sources close to the discussions, including public statements from key figures like Congressman Riley Moore and Senator Ted Cruz, reveal a growing consensus that Nigeria's deep-seated religious divisions have turned the West African giant into a slaughterhouse for Christians, with no end in sight under the current unified structure.
And my colleagues and I will soon, this month, we're going to brief the White House on our investigation's findings and provide the President with a series of options to help protect our brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm grateful for President Trump's steadfast leadership on this issue, and I look forward to continue to work with him to defend the persecuted.
This isn't hyperbole. According to the latest Open Doors World Watch List 2026, Nigeria accounts for a staggering 72% of global Christian killings, with 3,190 believers murdered in 2025 alone, more than anywhere else on Earth. Reports from aid groups paint a grim picture. Over 7,000 Christians slain in the first 220 days of 2025, hundreds kidnapped, tortured, or displaced, and an average of 30 murders.
The same Pitamba were a contract of 11 billion genuine Yoruba. The same Pitamba. I want to go to the vote. If you don't get Soka, Tolu Nena Nage, if you shop Muna no get Soka Pitambe, Kuriena, Nena no park, Motaro, your fleet station in me. Can you wicked it? If you are human being, you will open Mother Pitamba, governor of Enugu State, you will woman conscience. Ni ne governor in Enugu Pitamba, Bataro Chichi. You need not go to Enugu State, but you park a motor, Neti Afia, heart of the town, Nagariki. I have to up paper. That Gariki market is no other than Pitamba's grandfather. I hear Gariki Enugu, the other than Pitamba's grandfather. Pitamba no be could ye shop on them mother Nagariki. Nkem so keta alo and get on munyem direct in shop there. Why an I the general wow. It's only my mayback go see any way I come. It's only my mayback can dance it. It's only my one enemy ham lawyer. Never on when the Nazutazaya from hand to mouth. On when they had a unit at a hamway shop. Now, how am I going to wash up by the Chisifa? Petamba, each or EJ made a Nugu Bible. He could ye Gariki. Could you how many thousands of shop? Kiro Park, moto. So you were done a Kebu Park or believe fortune. You were then a Kebu Guru Park out. Ibada na need to cause a law park for Biojo. Ijen was a law, Ijen aside the four corner. Lawyer there was no government motor the cheap when you tree about your back, about the idea babos. He said, what do no National Noble Governor sign, you know, with sense. Unabadano man. Uni hope him had not 20th century. Buhari Michelian no man and walk or cocoa. More like Buhari and walk. Almost Buhari can you tell Malota. Magachem now one call. But it barrel for 8 years and move for after 2 years or Chichomo. Bagadaro, barrel 8 years. He said the one. So here we gonna na nearest village at the Nagari, Governor Gari, one kitchen area. All this Ugwaji. It's a raw park and Ugwaji. Owalo. Ibiano Gigan Soka, Tolu Nena Nage. Ijide shop Muna no Gigan Soka Pitambe Kuriena, Nena no park, Motaro, your fleet station in me. Can you wicked it? If you are human being, you will open Mother Pitamba, governor of Enugu State, you will woman conscience. Ijide could ye bend them than as wife? So you lawyer, you look at an Asian, or lawyer, they do about or no manga. Macono with the development in every day. Everybody need them, lawyer need them, or no manga. Because everything about government stuff we see the cheap. And now about from over Nande, Nande non beside the peace park, and no go get bad in a GU on me Nana 2000 Ejenugu, government and 500 naira. Peter and Biru go to park and robo Benamo. Mother Gaba moto Jen Roba Jaba the park, the motor. Only one sense. No, we human conscience. Now, the same Pitamba were a contract of 11 billion genuine Yoruba. The same Pitamba. I want to go to the vote. Tiegi noche. As one night. It was the contract 11 billion. Where genuine Suji moto Moka Yoruba. Moka reify your 5 billion in here. Our 5 point something billion in here. If any data here on Facebook, like in any court. So, no, just court 5 billion. Or no one's on your Zia Big in your law. At an age carry state, a state is sitting here well, Ribenny. ka onye ọbụla nwee benefit from steeti nke ya. Eche na ihe eji enwere steeti enwe allocation na-abata n'Enugu nwee nke na-abata n'Imo. Inunugo na ndị Imo steeti were allocation bata na abefanye ndị Enugu steeti. Inunugo na ndị Taraba were allocation bata na Taraba nye ndị Enugu. Inunugo na enwere onye Jos were allocation federal government na-enye ndị Jos nye ndị Enugu. Iwe were contract ga-enye ụmụ Enugu ba nye ndị Nkanu ba anyị. Onwezi onye ezigbo mmadụ na-akpa ugo niile. Ndị ojiri vani na-achọtazi mmadụ na ya ga-manage the contract. Enwezi onye Ezeagụ, enwezi onye Nsụka, enwezi onye Ụzọwana, enwe onye Edo Ọbara ga-manage nwe ya. Nobody from Isi Ụzọ, Igbo Eze North, Igbo Eze South niile. Ogbuede niile enweghị anybody trust not the world inye contract of 11 billion. Iwele smart school a na-arụ na village ndị Igbo wee jenye onye Yoruba. Onye Yoruba ụzọ kedu ụzọ ma na-eji ime Nsụka. Iwele ya jenye ya. Mbi ikwu nde ya na Facebook ụfọdụ sị na it doesn't matter. Ị naghị ala. It doesn't matter. Eme na m na tribal mgbe oge eme gị president. Ọrụ tribal nke ji napụ president. Tribalism niile gbogbo ya gbuo oge dị. For how many years Nigeria nwere independence? Kedu onye Igbo chigoro Nigeria for 8 years? Ị naghị ala. Sim tribalism gbuo oge dị. Ewu sleep.
Dear friends from Biafra, I want to thank you all for following me so much, and I want to talk about Nigeria, so-called ex-Nigeria. Please use this term ex-Nigeria. And please, Nigeria is the Yugoslavia of Africa. Please, it is absolutely vital to study the role model of former Yugoslavia, of ex-Yugoslavia. It was also a powerful state in its time. For 40 years it was a prison of nations. It was horror and terror, striking terror in the Austrians and in the neighbors' minds and hearts. And everybody was afraid, internal and external, of Yugoslavia. And by the way, have you heard about it recently? No, it fell apart, it's no more, it's over and out. And there are 7 new states out of this terrible horror prison of nations. The ex-Yugoslavia, the ex-Nigeria, here's the parallel. Also, when there will be more states developing out of ex-Nigeria, like Biafra Republic, similar to Kosovo, it will be wonderful to have it, and you will be living much better. And this I can only recommend you to follow that role model. NATO-led intervention, support measures, independence referendum, Fellinger economics, Fellinger doctrine. This is the way, and it is already done in Kosovo. You can do it as well. It works very well. The American support is, of course, essential, and you have it with Ted Cruz and the president yesterday's message. And then, of course, the Declaration of Independence you did already. Now it must be internationally recognized and then, of course, established. Yeah? If you have to fight for, like the Croatians, that will be necessary. If you have to fight for, like in Kosovo, it was peaceful. It was peaceful, and that was maybe the moment to have the Ibrahim Rogova for Biafra, and then to follow in that direction and to resist against the Nigerian state institutions, and always to use the role model of ex-Yugoslavia and Breakup, because it has led to the prosperity of the new countries which are now in NATO and in the EU. Slovenia, Croatia, extremely successful countries. Less successful maybe Bosnia and Kosovo, but rising very fast because they were extremely poor. And now they are really decent countries. I know them very well. I worked and lived in many of them. And this is the role model for ex-Nigeria. It will be much better. Because why? You have a state which you like. You share the responsibilities. It will defend you. And you can live in and invest in prosperity. And there will be no harm done to anybody in Biafra, and that will be much better, of course. Then you want to invest. You have the diaspora investment. You do all the mechanisms which we have done in Eastern Europe so successful in ex-Yugoslavia. We know exactly how to do it. Come and study how it was in Kosovo, Montenegro, Macedonia, and of course in Serbia. That will be the rump state of mini Nigeria. And there will be it will be a substantial state. It will be absolutely viable, and so will be Biafra. So please have no fear. It was all done before. study the role model of ex-Yugoslavia for ex-Nigeria and work for freedom, and study what was done in Kosovo by advisors like me, and it was very successful. And it can be the same for Biafra. The time is now, freedom will come, ex-Nigeria is coming. Please recognize the Biafra Republic. Thanks a lot from Vienna. Bye.